Good evening, my beautiful, beautiful people. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Welcome to my channel. My name is Tanya, or TitaniumBuilt, whichever you want to call me. You can call me Tanya though. If you know me, call me Tanya. Please do. I never really wanted to go by that name when I made it, so it wasn't like something I wanted to go by. So, hi Nicole. How's the baby? I saw there's a lot of people in here. I was like, well, hello everyone. Avery, your picture, oh my gosh, I meant to comment on it today. Your picture with you with no makeup, you're gorgeous. Your skin, chef's kiss, honey. I wish I had skin like that. She posted a picture, it was so cute, it was so pretty. I was like, oh my gosh. I know, I wish I looked like it without makeup. I get red. I don't know, I'm blotchy or something. A little blotchy, that's all. So do you guys want to hear a funny story before we get started with tonight's live? Since most of you guys know the story. So funny story before we get started. Make sure you smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so by clicking the subscribe button and the bell icon. And it's a short story, and then we'll get right into it. So you guys know that I lost my AirPods about a month ago, and I just got my fourth pair. Yeah, it was my fourth pair that I hadn't gotten. And I had found one pair, but it was only one AirPod, so I had like two and a half, or whatever. I had like one AirPod like full, and then I had one with just one in it. So we went and Vincent bought me another set of AirPods because I lost mine and I was freaking out, and I came on the live and I told you guys I'm really hard on myself when I lose things. I think like the world is crashing down, like literally around me. I'm just that person. I don't know why I get like that. It's only when I lose things. I think it's because I'm blind and I just get really like hard on myself. So I don't use this bag very often. I don't have it near me, but it's like a huge Coach bag, and it's like a saddle bag. So I use it for my computer, my iPad and things. And I was going to go over to the mall for the first time in forever. And I put my hand down in my bag and I found, so it would have been number 2 AirPod. I had to mark them. So not only do I found my old ones, but I have my new ones and I have the one pair. So I went from 0 AirPods to now owning 3 AirPods. What's going on, y'all? I found them. I was excited, but like mad at the same time because I bought new ones. So I wanted to tell you guys that story because I know you all knew I was like freaking out on myself. Oh, thanks, Summer. I don't feel fabulous today. Thank you so much. I'm the biggest I've ever been. I weighed myself. Oh, thank you, Susie. She became a member. Or were you already a member? I thought you were already a member. But yeah, so now I have so many. If anyone wants to go on panel, I can send you some AirPods if you don't have any headphones. It's insane. So we could do like 8 hours of like, I don't know how long these last. We could do like 8-hour lives now. I mean, it's insane. I'm just like, oh Lord. Oh, thanks, Avery. I'm not that big. I'll tell you my weight. I don't mind. I'm 5'8" and I'm 141, but I've always been like on the small side. And then, so I've never been this big. And I went to put my pants on today that were my biggest size. The biggest size I've ever worn. They were 7, and I put them on, and they buttons, but everything was coming out. And I was like, really? So I own a boutique. So I went to the other side, of our house, and I went inside the boutique side, went to grab the 9s. And I'm like, I thought I was going to cry. Cause like, I've never done that. I've never been that size. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to put them on. And they were okay, but they're almost a little tight. And I'm thinking these were these cans. I'm like, well, maybe they run small. But when I was skinny and I couldn't hardly fit in a size 0, because that's how small I was, my weight fluctuates too bad. So I don't know if they run big or not, but I feel good though. I just need to buy bigger clothes. So it's a good excuse to go, buy bigger clothes. And I was going to go back to the gym today. The gym is literally right here. But people are in there, and I hate going to the gym with people in there. What would 73 kilograms be in pounds? No, we're just talking about our weight, Catherine. We're just chit-chatting for a minute. We were talking about how I found all 3 of my AirPods. So now I own 3 pairs when I thought I didn't own any. So I bought cases for them, so I'll be able to, like, have them wherever, and I numbered them. 1, 2, and 3. Because that's what they're numbered in my phone. It's just insane. Your phone died? Oh, no. No, you didn't miss much. We were just talking about our weights and stuff. You know how we are in the beginning. But no, when I stepped on the scale today, I was like, okay, we'll take off for my jacket and my shoes. And then I even, like, I was getting cute with it because, I have all this metal in me. And so I have, like, they said, I called one time and I asked how much it weighed. I asked the weirdest questions. They didn't even know how to take me sometimes. So all of my metal combined is about 8 pounds. So we just should deduct that too, like just deduct that. I was just like laughing. Oh, okay. Oh, you don't look like 161 though. I don't think you look like you're 161. I mean, it's not big, but you don't look 161. I love bigger women. It just feels different on me. I was that girl in high school that had to, the weight protein shakes, and people would make fun of me because I was so small. My brother called me olive oil growing up. He thought that was funny. It was kind of funny now to look at it, but like off of Popeye's girlfriend, Olive Oil, the real skinny one. And they just like, I had like names for me, but then all of a sudden, like, I just got my woman's body. That's what my mom told me. And I was like, this is some other woman's. You still got some baby weight. Aw. Avery, but big asses are good. That's a good thing. I wish mine would shift in. There we go, I'll have to start getting some surgeries done or something, guys. I'm just kidding. I have enough surgeries as it is. So I'm sure you guys have heard of like everything that's going on with Idaho it's a big deal. Everything's kind of happening and going on. I was actually coming on to do a live tonight on Letitia because I was so fired up, and I still am fired up about Letitia. So actually let me do, I wanted to do a poll for you guys, and I have to get on the thing real quick. So I wasn't, I'm prepared for this one, but I'm still in like half Letitia mode because court today was crazy. I wanted to do a poll, but I have to get on a different screen, which is stupid. Let me see here. So how was everybody's day? Did anyone do anything fun? Because I didn't. Baby Titan is smiling at me. Aw. Hi, Baby Titan. Oh, I need to make some shirts. I need to get a cricket or whatever they're called. Oh, so what's going on with Idaho? Okay, so on Friday, some documents came out, and they was saying that they were going to subpoena Bethany Funk, one of the roommates, the roommate that was on the first floor. They were going to subpoena her for court. And I mentioned it in the beginning of the live because that was all that we had heard. And I was like, well, that's all it is. And we kind of just skipped off and we went into our, the rest of the live because we didn't really have any information to go off of. So with that being said, we have a lot more information now. So we have a lot more paperwork, a lot more details, and all that good stuff. So they are trying to subpoena Bethany Funk, and it looks like it's the defense is trying to subpoena her, saying that she has exculpatory, and I can't say that word. It's going to be hard tonight. Exculpatory evidence. So that means evidence that could help the defense. And I have like the whole wiki page. I've put up a wiki page for us so we can go over what it means and like an example of it. So I don't know what she would know. I was thinking of it. I'm thinking earlier, and the only thing I was thinking is remember that we heard that they had that party the night before? Maybe Bryan was there at that party, and that's how he knew about that step, because that step gets me. I'm surprised he didn't fall down that step, like that one step that goes in towards the kitchen. So oh my gosh, did you miss our live? Are you talking about when I was singing? Because I was singing on that live. Y'all had me singing. Oh my lordy. So I was going to do a short video on this little article that I found the other day, but I didn't get a chance to do it. So we're just going to go over it now. I don't know why I didn't put it in when we did our live the other night. I think it's because we did a panel and we were chit-chatting and stuff, and then I just kind of forgot about it. And I will probably put the link in the chat tonight if anyone wants to come up. We could do that too. I'm so ready for pre-trial, or not, well, arraignment or whatever. How many days is it, Teresa? 64? 64 days? You think it, Steve? You've been saying it. You've been saying it. Maybe your intuitions are right. Well, let's get up this here. So this, I'm not going to read through this. I'm just going to tell you what it is. If you want to read through this whole document, it is on Bryan Enton's, it's really big now. But it's on Bryan Enton's Twitter. It's just basically the news groups. They, try to petition for the non-dissemination order to be and the gag order to be lifted, so that they were able to talk about the case and all of the good stuff. So they said, no, the gag order stays. This is basically what this paper says. I didn't want to have to read through all that. It's a bunch of I'll lose you all if I read through it. It's just a lot of jargon. So, I think they're reaching too, Avery. She said exculpatory evidence is almost always hearsay in criminal court and will be inadmissible. I think they're reaching. Yeah, because I don't even know what it would. I'm trying to figure out what it would be. I'm thinking maybe I don't know. The only thing I could think of is if she saw him at any time, it would have to be at the party, I would think. But if they had a party, maybe she saw him there and it was she just realized, I don't know. But that wouldn't make any sense. Oh yeah, she made that up. Yeah. She was making everything up. Legit. I was listening to her today in the car. I was listening to her in Kroger and Target. Yeah, I was at Target again today. I was listening to her everywhere. So that's what this paper says. So, and then this is the one video I was going to show you guys. So this one, it just says Idaho murders, Latah County Sheriff's Office preparing for media circus ahead of Kohlberger's trial. And I was like, oh, what are they going to say? So we'll just listen to this really quick. Play this for you.
Well, North Idaho is preparing for a media circus as court dates get closer for Bryan Kohlberger. Kohlberger is accused of murdering 4 University of Idaho students. Nonstop Local's John Webb has a closer look at how Latah County is preparing.
Yeah, good afternoon. We are at the Latah County Fairgrounds, where we just wrapped up with a media training with the Latah County Sheriff's Office. Captain Shane Anderson, who is the main PIO for the Latah County Sheriff's Office, is training several of his new PIOs for the Sheriff's Office. And they're really doing it to kind of get it ahead of the ball game in case, an instance like the homicides that happened several months ago back in November happened here. So they're prepared. They're ready to go to get the information accurate out to the public in a timely manner. So we spent about an hour or so inside Latah County Fairgrounds doing that mock press conference, and we went through each PIO deputy who will be in charge of public information and relationships with the media. And so they had different scenarios, and they kind of briefed us on what scenarios they exactly were beforehand. And then it was up to us to ask questions, difficult questions. And throughout that entire process, you can see different PIOs and different deputies writing down notes. You can also, we also had some PIOs who couldn't answer that question or was like, oh, I didn't think of that question would pop up. So really, it was just a good way to bond, create a relationship between the media as well as the Latah County Sheriff's Office. And coming up tonight at 5 o'clock, we talk more with Captain Shane Anderson, as well as another PIO. She's actually a deputy, but she has never had any media training at all. And when she kind of got thrown into all of this, and that's coming up tonight on Nonstop Local at 5 o'clock. But for now, reporting in Moscow, I'm John Webb.
Ever wondered why you didn't receive an alert during a nearby emergency? To be contacted about a situation near your
Sorry, I was trying to read the chat from earlier. I missed a little bit, I think. I honestly wonder if BF was the blonde chick they said she was all running out of the house. I don't know. When we first heard about like the 911 call and stuff, there was I don't know where it was, and I don't know if I have it saved in a bookmark. I need to delete stuff. I need to like go through my bookmarks, but they said there was like a story, and I can't remember exactly like verbatim what it was, but it was like, one of the roommates, because remember, like we were talking about like how did her phone get unlocked if someone else had used her phone. So we were like, it said that one of the roommates, and I was assuming Dylan, had dialed 911, and then that's when she like passed out or she couldn't talk or something, and someone took the phone. Like somebody that was there, I think it was a guy, took the phone and they like continued the call. So that's why they talked to multiple people. But it went more in depth than that. And it was so good. And it seemed like it could be what really happened. And I wish I could find it. I'll have to look for that. I think he did it alone too, Nicole. For sure. Maybe she messed up their timeline, maybe. Yeah, because they don't talk about her in the PCA that much. So let me move it on here. I wanted to show you this. So this is older. This is from 2 months ago. This is Banfield. And I just wanted you guys like to listen to it because it does talk about, Bethany and how she never went upstairs. And then we're going to read over the documents a little bit so it'll all kind of tie in a little bit. So maybe Banfield is right about a little bit of things, maybe. She could plead the fifth. She could. You think? He looks like a bobblehead. He did. He looked fake. That guy looked really fake. That hairdo, I know, Wendy. I know. What does she have? Yeah. Hi, Mariska. Hi, everybody that's coming in. If you guys are just now coming in, if you wouldn't mind, smashing that like button, it does do wonders for the channel. Also, if you wouldn't mind and if you'd like to, hit the subscribe button. We do true crime every night, 8:15. Sometimes we do it twice a day. Sometimes, and we do it on the weekends, but 8:15 usually every single night. We'd love to have you. I think maybe she heard and seen something too. At first, and I still don't know. Because that dang room is like down in the corner. Like, let me see here. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Like her room, you can see it from here, is all the way down here. And everything seems to have happened like, up here and then all the way up here. Do you think that she would have been able to hear much? I thought maybe she didn't hear a lot. But, and I'm just saying, but if he did use those wooden stairs to go up or down, like to run down or go, like, I don't know, to run up, then maybe she heard that. I'm not sure. I'll go ahead and share this with you too. Oh, I didn't see the question. How did he get out of the house with no blood trail? So, I have no clue. I really don't. The only thing I'm thinking is he wore they found a Dickies tag. So I was thinking maybe he wore a Dickies type of mechanic suit. And maybe removed it before he left, or And like I was thinking maybe he like had a drawstring like book bag of some sort, like just something that you could barely see. You wouldn't have been able to tell that it was a book bag or something on him, and he had that in there. Or maybe he didn't have a lot of blood on his shoes, even though I know it was bloody scene. Somehow he wiped his shoes off. I don't know. It's a very good question. It's a very good question. Now I'm wondering though, would that be something that the officers would process quickly and then remove so people couldn't see that? Probably not. See, I don't know what that stuff was, because I've been thinking about that, and that's a doorbell ring camera. How the heck are they is that going to pick up something in someone's home? Do you know what I mean? I have a ring camera. I cannot hear my neighbors in their home. Like, I don't know, something about that just doesn't sit right. You know what I mean? Like, I have a ring camera. I live in a building. Okay, I live inside of a building with, there's, how many buildings? 4, 8. There's 8 units altogether. So 7 other units. And my Ring doorbell camera has never picked up like any other audio from my apartment. So I just don't know about that audio. I mean, it's in the PCA, so I don't know. They must, I mean, and I'm sure that they listened to it, so they had to have heard something, but I don't know what they heard. I just don't know. You don't think that was actual audio, Catherine? Yeah, I just don't, like, that's like, maybe I should do an experiment with that. I can do that tonight. Ring camera. I don't know. Where should I go? How many feet was it? 50 feet? Was it 50 yards away? We'll do it in here. I'll do it from here to my front door, which is about 1,200 feet. So maybe a little more. Yeah, I think they have an audio recording. Yeah, so I'm going to play this Banfield really quick for you guys, and then we'll get into the documents and stuff that just came out.
A source close to the victims' families has told me that Bethany never, ever emerged from the basement room. Like, she never came upstairs. She left the home and was outside in the chaos in the front of the house, but never did go to that second floor, never did see the carnage. She wasn't part of the discovery of the bodies. She was the only one living in the basement at that point. Dylan, the other surviving roommate, you well know now, was on the second floor, had the room across from the kitchen, opened the door, peeked out and saw who she says looked like Bryan Kohberger with the bushy eyebrows, saw that male all clad in black with a black mask walking out.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to...
Okay, so yeah, she was saying that she, never went upstairs. And so, and these documents kind of say that a little bit too, I think. The injuries were not all the same. Yeah, they weren't all the same. Yeah, the corner said the throat wasn't slashed because Banfield specifically asked her that. I was actually surprised when she asked her that question because it's TV. Like, I don't know, like, it's the news, and the way she asked it, I was like, whoa, she wasn't messing around, you know? So, yeah, that's why nothing makes sense. Yeah. We need like, there's just like, we're getting pieces of information here. Like, okay, so just for instance, the other night when we got the one document on Friday, saying that they were subpoenaing Bethany, and it was like within, and myself included, because I was on my live too, but within like 20 minutes, there was like 50 people on the live going, like, talking about that document. And we didn't even go over it. I just said, there it is. They subpoenaed her. We knew it was going to happen. Let's go on with the live. We literally, that's what we said. But we didn't realize it was going to be this. Oh, Margot. Oh my gosh. Is he, I wonder if he's still on, YouTube. Because he got off there for a while and then he came back, I heard. So, very strange. Let's move on. Okay. So this is the first affidavit. It's the certificate of an Idaho judge to secure the attendance of an out-of-state witness. So like I said, I figured they were just subpoenaing her to testify because she was in the house that night. Not a big deal, right? We went over that on the Live Friday, like I said, and we didn't have all of these documents though then. We have like a few documents now that we can go over. I do want to say though that I've dealt with happened to be subpoena before, and so this is where my mind went with this, and I don't know why. When I was in my car accident, Tyler, they were trying to get me to press charges on Tyler, the guy that was driving, and I wouldn't do it. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that to him. I just wanted to be done with it. I didn't want to do it. So the state picked it up. When the state picked it up, they charged him with 3 counts of vehicular assault, felony vehicular assault, and then like something else. So it was out of my hands. No, I couldn't do anything about it. So they subpoenaed me because they wanted medical records for the trial that was coming up. We were going to be like in the big courthouse, like big crap, and not like traffic court. And so they subpoenaed me because I wouldn't turn in my medical records. And so they'll subpoena you for things. And that's what I thought it was just for, like to be like a witness. But then they started coming out with all this exculpatory evidence. And I'm just like, what? Huh? Like what is going on? So let me read over this here a little bit for you. And then, like I have some really good ones like towards the end that are a little bit not so boring. So it says here, I can maybe blow it up. Is that like too big for you guys though? I don't know if that's like hurting your eyes. Yes, Avery, he was. Yeah. He was supposed to have a couple drinks because I was like, you have a couple drinks throughout the night, and he ended up like not doing that, and I didn't know that because it was my first time going out in 6 months. My boyfriend had just cheated on me and went back to his ex-girlfriend. It was my first night out. It was a terrible night out. I should have never did. Actually, it was a good night out until the accident. Until the accident, it was really good. I remember feeling like it was good. Like a good night. See, I think that she was like passed out or something like that, Summer. We went over it in one of our lives, and I'm about to go back. I don't have to go through all those lives. I'd be the rest of my life. We've done so many. But I remember we went over it. So let me go back over here to reading, because this might take a minute. That's a little. Okay, I'm going to make it big for me. It's the state of Idaho versus Bryan Kohlberger. Having considered the defendant's ex parte motion for certificate to secure the attendance of an out-of-state witness and the affidavit of Richard Bethany in support of said motion and the court being otherwise fully advised herein, Megan E. Marshall do hereby certified as follows. I am a magistrate judge for the 2nd Judicial Court of the state of Idaho, which is constitutionally and statutorily proscribed court of record in the state of Idaho. In this case, Bryan Kohlberger is charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder under Idaho Code 18-4003, which is punishable by death or imprisonment for life, and 1 count of burglary under Idaho Code 18-1401, which is punishable by imprisonment in the state prison for not less than 1 nor more than 10 years. I am the judge assigned to preside over the preliminary hearing that's scheduled to occur on June 26, 2023 at 9 a.m. through June 30th, 2023. Bethany Funk may be a material witness for the defendant in this case. Man, I want to know. For the reasons stated in the affidavit of Richard Bethany, the presence of Bethany Funk is required by the Latah County Courthouse located, gives the address, beginning on June 28th. So court starts June 26th for Kohlberger, and they want her in there by the 28th. I wonder what they're doing the first 2 days where they've got it scheduled out like that. Like, to me, that's precise. Do you guys think that? So court starts for Bryan Kohlberger on the 26th, and they're asking her to be there on the 28th. I'm just wondering how calculating their whole thing is, you know. Under the laws of the state of Idaho, if Bethany Funk comes into the state in obedience of the summons requiring her presence at this hearing, she will not be subject to arrest or service of any process relating to matters that arose before she entered the state under the summons. So basically, show up or we're going to arrest you. You know? I've heard that like a bunch of fraternity people were there. I've even heard, and I hope that this is not true. I pray to God this is true. I even heard Hunter was there. Like I can't handle that. That's something I can't handle. You know what I mean? Like, or Macy being there. Oh my Lord. Because you would think if like they called the fraternity, that would be the first person that would go over. I don't know. Yeah, Eddie, firing squad. Yep, Tracy, you're right. Yep, we went over that on Friday. You're right. That's all we had on Friday. We didn't have anything else. We wanted more. How many do you think? Oh, I thought she's asking something else. Let me see. Actually, Oh, thank you, Margot. I just happened to look down. You're so sweet. We were gifted memberships in here Saturday night like it was going out of style. I was loving it. I gifted them. Summer gifted them. Rich gifted them. Teresa gifted. Isabel gifted, I think. I mean, we were all gifted. It was a great night. Okay, so this is the second one, I think. Let me see. Okay, this is the second part of this document. And then it says number 7. This certificate is made for, here, I can blow it up. For the express purpose of being presented to a judge of a court of the record in the state of Nevada in support of an order to compel the attendance of Bethany Funk at the time and place for the reasons stated above. I wonder if I have my old paperwork from that. I was just going to look. And it just says that they signed it here. On the 23rd, Megan Marshall signed it. I wonder who all got gifted. Let's see. Oh, Tomboy Charm got gifted one. I bet they'll love that. Yeah, Parker. I wonder. Well, I don't think she would really see or know anything, but then maybe she did. Maybe she went to the bathroom or something, but the bathroom's on the first floor. Like, let me see. Where's that bathroom? Go back downstairs. Where am I at? Okay. Now y'all know I'm crazy about the front door, right? Y'all know I'm crazy about it. What if they didn't put it in the PCA, and I don't know why they wouldn't put it in the PCA, but what if like she was going to the bathroom and he was on the stairs and she saw him? Or I don't know. I'm going to be racking my brain. I can't handle till June 28th or 26th to find out. I know 22 memberships in the past few days. I know. I love memberships. I love it. We need to do a members only. We'll have to do one soon. I'll have to like figure out a good time for everybody. Okay, so I'll get back over to this. Which one did I read? Okay, so this is the next one. So in this one, Kohlberger's attorneys are going to ask the court to assist in securing the attendance of Bethany as a witness on the behalf of the defendant. State of Ohio versus Bryan Kohlberger. It says, now comes Bryan C. Kohlberger. Bryan, through his attorney, Ann C. Taylor, public defender, hereby moves the court for a certificate to assist in securing the attendance of Bethany Funk as a witness on behalf of the defendant in this case. This motion is based on Idaho code and has the section code and the attached affidavit in support of motion of out-of-state evidence. Out-of-state service. It's just pretty much, telling her to get her butt there. Did I do these like backwards? Why is this 11? Oh, it's because I did these two backwards. Okay. Okay, well, I have one document that's like not the cutest, but this is the one that like really gets me. Yeah, I think it's in this document here, Avery, that I'm going to read. I think it's in this one that it says exculpatory. I'm getting really bad. I'm getting a lot better at saying that word because the first night it was horrible. Y'all know me when and when there are some crazy words, I don't know how to pronounce them. Catherine, me too. I hope it's televised. If it's not, I'm going to cry. I was talking about that today. I don't think it's going to be. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, they've already gagged order. They already put this on a gag order. They already shut this show down before it even started. They tried to shut this show down before it even started. So, like even on the pressers, they weren't answering questions correctly. They didn't know which way was up. They didn't know which way was down. I think that they actually did, and they just didn't know how to answer things. It's a tough word. It is. There's so many when people write legal documents, we don't need to sound like George Washington anymore. We're in 2023. Just tell us what you're saying. It's so crazy. And I can blow this up a little bit too, because it's like, I can blow it up like a little bit. This one was, I'll have to get on Twitter and tell you the account that I got it off of. But it was one of Sleuthy's she follows them. Because, like I said on Friday, Sleuthy was the first one. Sleuthy Goosey was the first one to, put the Nevada paperwork out there. And so that's what we're going off of. I'm really surprised that News Nation hasn't ran with this yet. I should have turned the TV on and just to see if they did. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and Lori Vallow, I can't even follow very well because I want to see what's going on there. It's hard to follow if you can't see. That's why I've been following more Letitia. But it's a freaking nutbag. So this one, it says Richard, I don't even know if I'm saying his name wrong, but Benoni, being first duly sworn upon oath, deposes and says, I am a criminal investigator hired by the defense to assist in the representation of Bryan Kohlberger. I was asked by appointed counsel Ann C. Taylor to investigate the alleged incident which led to the arrest of Bryan Kohlberger. So this is her own private investigator. And there's nothing wrong with that. The defense has one all the time. Prosecution, I think they even have some, they always have them. I was asked by appointed counsel Ann C. Taylor to investigate the alleged incident, which led to the arrest of Bryan Kohlberger. Bryan is charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of burglary. The deaths took place in a 3-story home. There are 2 bedrooms on each floor, bathrooms on each floor, and a kitchen, dining room, and living room on the middle floor. Mr. Kohlberger is alleged to have entered the house around 4 a.m. while 6 people were sleeping/present, killing 4 people in 2 separate rooms. The people killed were located in 2 bedrooms, one on the 2nd floor and the other on the 3rd floor. Bethany Funk's room was on the 1st floor. So it says she was on the 1st floor. The other surviving roommate's bedroom was on the 2nd floor. meaning Dylan, of course. Bethany Funk was interviewed by police on several occasions. That's new news to us, I feel like. I mean, it is, like, we should know that she was going to be interviewed by the police several different times, but it being in black and white on paper and them telling us that, we've never heard that before. Because in the PCA, she really wasn't mentioned much. It was more concentrated on Dylan. So I wonder what she said, because it says she disclosed things she heard and things she saw. So that right there is new news, very new news. So she's definitely heard and saw things. So then that takes me back to Dylan, because if Bethany heard it downstairs in that basement, then what did Dylan hear and experience and see? Hi, everybody coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I appreciate it, joining us. We have the best chat in YouTube land. I know everybody says that, but we really do. We really do. We have like a good collective of people. We have a good group. I love it. Love you guys. Also, if you guys want to become a member of our channel, we do have memberships. We rock it over here. So if you want to become a Titan today, subscribe to the channel, become a Titan that way, or simply, just become a member and become a subscriber at the same time. Also, if you guys wouldn't mind clicking the like button, I'm going to check to see how many likes we have real quick, just because it does send it into the algorithm. It really helps the channel grow. So we're only at 41 likes. If everybody could just smash the like button, that'd be so great. I would love that forever. So number 9, like I said, it says Bethany Funk was interviewed by police on several occasions. She disclosed things she heard and things that she saw. Bethany Funk was present at the home 8 hours later when police were called, arrived on scene, and discovered the homicide. Now, I'm not sure how to take that one. Does it, I don't know if it's saying that she was gone and then she showed back up at the house 8 hours later, but that can't possibly be it because she heard and she saw things, so never mind. I just answered my own question there. So it says Bethany Funk, she was present at the home 8 hours later when police were called, arrived on scene, and discovered the homicide. So whenever they were there. Whenever they came there, so. And they did say it, there it is. Okay, so there's more. Okay, so that's number 10. This is number 11. And this one looks a little nicer, this paper. I don't know why. During the course of my investigation, it became known to me that Bethany Funk has information material to the charges against Mr. Kohlberger. Portions of information Ms. Funk has is exculpatory to the defendant. Ms. Funk's information is unique to her experiences and cannot be provided by another witness. Bethany Funk resides in the state of Nevada and it's necessary to subpoena this witness because the witness testimony is material and necessary to this case. So, if you don't know what exculpatory, means, it means it is evidence favorable to the defendant in a criminal trial that exonerates, that's the exact word used, exonerates, or tends to exonerate the defendant of guilt. It is the opposite. Okay, so I don't need to read that. Let's see. I was going to give you a, that's kind of a long, maybe I can give you a better one, a better example. And actually, where was that? I read somewhere it was even going into Giglio and Brady and all of that. Right here, down here. So it even refers to this. It says also see Brady disclosure, Giglio versus United States. And remember, they just brought out all that paperwork. So now I'm going to go back and read through all of that again. Because maybe it has to be all tied in, I'm assuming. Hi, Cindy, Florida River Fossils. I like your name. That was my mama's name. We have another Cindy in the chat too that comes in. Now all we need is a Kenny. That was my dad's name. Huh. I probably passed out. I don't really know anybody. I only know one person named Kenny. Oh, would it that she heard a statement? She heard a statement police came to the crime scene. That would explain. Oh. Because I'm just wondering why the defense would want her. Yeah. There's something. I don't know. It's just something weird. Something weird. But I mean, nothing. I'm not, you know me, I'm not a conspiracy type theorist over here, but it's just weird to me that they don't want Dylan as much. Why aren't they subpoenaing Dylan like this? Actually. Like, why aren't they doing this for the same thing to Dylan? Dylan, eyewitness. Or are they just saving her for trial? Like, to me, okay, so to me, when I thought about this, like when I was thinking about like, and if I was Bethany and I was with my lawyers and I could hear my lawyers saying, this is pre-trial. This is like, you don't need to be traveling out of the state to go over there for pre-trial. You can go there for the trial and do the same thing. Like, that's what I was thinking about it. Thanks for becoming a member. Weren't you a member before, Huckleberry Hound? Well, welcome back if you were. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm going to start singing to you guys when you come back to me. I was actually going to see, we need to do a members only soon. But, you know me, I get off topic. And I went to the wrong thing. We have 105 members. I'm excited about that. Let me see. I was going to show you guys some other stuff too. I was going to show you this video. Oh, I don't need that one. Okay, yeah, because I already read you this. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to read that again. Yeah. During the course of my investigation, so this is during the course of this guy's investigation, the private investigator, it became known to me that Bethany Funk has information material to the charges against Mr. Kohlberger. Portions of information Miss Funk has is exculpatory to the defendant. Miss Funk's information is unique to her experiences and cannot be provided by another witness. I thought there was more documents in this, but I think that this is all of them. Let me make sure. I'm going to get on Twitter really quick. Oh, look at that. You upgraded, Huckleberry Hound. And Margot, you've been a member for 3 months. I think you get a new arm. Like a new, new arm, titanium arm. And then after 6 months, you get a rainbow one. Yep, exactly right, Harley Ryder. You're exactly right. I'm just surprised they didn't put more of a Bethany's statement in there. But maybe it's something that's really important and they didn't want to put anything, you know, sometimes they leave stuff out on purpose. And maybe that's something that they had to leave out. But it's killing me. I'm waiting for Teresa to say, just wait for the trial. It'll be here before we know it. I love that. You know what? Actually, let me see. Before we go any further, let me do something really quick. Let's see here. I have to go to my video. Oh, I should start another poll, but okay, well, what happened? I'm trying to like I'm trying to get into my own chat and it wouldn't let me. There we go. It's Monday. What the heck? Why not? We just did this Saturday, but that's okay. Everybody's going to be a member. You get a membership. You get a membership. You get a membership. We'll just give them all out. So I'm going to show you guys actually this video that came out. It actually just came out earlier today about this. About this. It came out 3 hours ago. Oh, Catherine got one good. And Avery got one good. And Lady J. Oh, I think everyone's in here. Awesome. Because sometimes it doesn't like give people that are in here. I try to be. So what we try to do, me or Vincent will Vincent needs to be gifted some memberships. He hasn't done it in a while. But no, like me or Vincent will gift like once a week or something. We'll gift memberships. And it's just like throughout like the week, whichever day. So we did it Saturday, and I just like, oh, it's Monday. Let's just do it. Yeah, it's fun to be a member, and we're gonna do some member only lives, and I'm gonna try to do like this. I'm gonna get this like AI generated like trivia thing, so that way we can all play trivia, and I can play it with you guys. Be fun. So I'm gonna show you guys this video. It kind of just explains everything that I went over. Oh, thanks, Sheba. I try.
I'm not sure I understand.
Me either. She said, I'm not sure I understand. That's crazy. She's talking to me tonight. That's like all the time she does that. So I'm going to play this. It's only 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And then I'll check Twitter to see if anything else has come up since we've been on here. And News Nation, of course.
Roommate in the University of Idaho quadruple murders is fighting a court order to appear at accused murderer Bryan Kohberger's preliminary hearing set for June. In late December, Kohberger was arrested for the murders of 4 students who were found stabbed to death in their off-campus home in November of last year. He was extradited from his parents' home in Pennsylvania to Moscow, Idaho. Since then, he's been held at the Latah County Jail. Court documents from March 24th show a magistrate judge ruled Bethany Funk must attend Kohberger's upcoming preliminary hearing. At the time of the murders, Funk was in her bedroom on the first floor of the home on King Road. The other surviving roommate, Dylan Mortensen, later told police she saw the suspect after the crime. As Long Crime Network reported, Mortensen, labeled in the affidavit as DM, said she heard a male voice say something to the effect of, "It's okay, I'm going to help you," just before 4:30 on the morning of the murders. The court document goes on to say Mortensen saw the suspect, describing, quote, the figure as 5'10" or taller, male, not very muscular, but athletically built with bushy eyebrows. At the time, Mortensen said she stood in a frozen shock phase. Hours later, at 11:58 a.m., the 911 call for the murders came in. Kohberger's defense team filed court documents on March 24th, asking the court to, quote, assist in securing the attendance of Bethany Funk as a witness on behalf of the defendant in this case. In support of this, a criminal investigator hired by the defense team reported facts about the case, pointing out that Funk's bedroom was on the first floor of the home, that she was interviewed by police on multiple occasions, and she was at the home when 911 was called, as well as when investigators arrived on the scene to discover the homicides. Throughout the document, Funk's last name is spelled F-U-N-K, missing the E. Funk's legal representation points this out in court documents filed on April 21st, noting Funk's name is, quote, repeatedly misspelled throughout the defense's filing. Funk's team argues these claims lack support, saying the subpoena was issued by a clerk of court without a hearing, meaning Funk didn't have a chance to address her concerns. They also point out Funk is now out of state, living in Nevada. Her attorneys filed a motion for the court to quash the subpoena that would require her to attend the hearing. So far, a hearing date has not been set to discuss whether Funk will be required to testify. As of now, Kohberger's preliminary hearing is still on schedule to begin on June 26th. It's expected to last multiple days. Reporting for Long Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie. I
was waiting on her to replay that that video, because like they'll do that a lot of time. Like they'll play the next video and then I'll be talking. happened? Did I miss something in the chat? Yep, anything, yep, you're right. I know we got a lot of green in here. I love it. I'm gonna paste the put the link in there if anyone wants to join our membership also. Look at all that. I love it. I'm excited. Makes me happy. I told you that the other night. It makes me happy. Just makes me happy. Makes me feel like I did something good. You know? I think that's what I think creators do like that. I think that makes them feel good. Yeah, no, the real, Harley Ryder said the real scary part of this is if BK is innocent, there's a murderer walking among us. I, as a single woman living alone, although I'm not near Idaho, I don't like that. I don't like that either. I don't either. I don't know what to say about this new stuff. I really don't. I guess we just got to kind of wait it out and see, really. Why would they subpoena her for the defense? That's what we're wondering. Yeah, Ashley, we're wondering. That's what they're saying she has exculpatory evidence. So she has something that could help the defense is what they're saying. But I'm wondering what that could be. Other than like the opposite, she didn't hear anything that night and she should have. I don't know. You know how like the defense will try to twist anything around? You never know. Oh, I had it up for you guys, the exculpatory. I had to look it up too, just to make sure. I was going to give you guys like, that's what I was going to do. Right here. Example. Let's see. So right here it says under like this example, this is the most basic type of exculpatory evidence. For example, if the defendant, a tall man with short hair, is charged with bank robbery and the video of the robbery shows that the perpetrator is in fact a short female with long hair, the video would be exculpatory because it negates the defendant's guilt. Oh wait, so let's see. I don't know. It says in criminal law, exculpatory evidence is evidence such as a statement tending to excuse, justify, or absolve the alleged fault or guilt of an defendant. In other words, the evidence is favorable to the defendant. In contrast to it, inculpatory evidence tends to stress guilt. There's some more examples, maybe. Nope, still the same example. Crazy. Oh, he wants to? Oh, I don't know, Teresa. Man, he's really dedicated, yeah. Wonder if he'd be he'd be allowed to, I guess, huh? Well, wait, hold on, I don't know. Can they go back in? The school owns the house now. Like, I wonder if the school, if they have to ask the school, how does that work? Do you have to get a search warrant? If the school owns it now? If it's like owned by somebody else, like that's, I don't know. What if he was there with Bethany but went upstairs to see what was going on and that's when Dylan saw him? Oh, like he was there with, like he wasn't the guy that did this shit, Ashley, and he just was like going upstairs? But why would he have a mask on? That's the only thing. I mean, maybe he's wearing a mask. But that's, I mean, that got me thinking for a minute there. So I was thinking if he was in the house, maybe he was in the house the night before at the party. That, remember they said that there was like this, and I don't know if this was true or not, but there was a party and it had a bunch of people there, like 150 people were there. Maybe that's when he went in and maybe she saw him. Like maybe she, out of all the roommates, like, you know, she observed him or something. So I don't know. It's very, very crazy. She's trying to fight it too. Yeah. So she doesn't even want to come down and yeah. And that's another thing. Like she doesn't want to even come down and do the deposition or whatever it would be. I don't. And I think that, and I said that, and I think the reason why they were trying to fight it was just because maybe it's just something so minor. Like they don't want her to have to get on a plane and travel there just to say like, you know, something that's not going to be, you know, that they could say at trial. That's the only thing I could think of. And I think that they were trying to say it was like she had like PTSD and stuff and she didn't want to like testify or she didn't want to go over and do that. But as a victim of a crime, myself included, I mean, like, you know, I didn't want to do that. When I had to go to court to testify and stuff and like, you know, do my part, I did not want to do that. That was extremely, extremely, extremely hard. I probably would have paid people all the money I had in the world, all the money in the world for me not to have to like face him. I didn't want to go near him. I didn't want to go near his mother. She was like the devil in disguise. She was like a Letitia almost. But so I understand in a way, like what I understand in a way what she's feeling. And maybe if it's because it's something just minor and she doesn't like, and her lawyers are telling her like, this isn't even important. We could do this at trial, you know, but I don't know. How long can pass before trial? It really just depends. Like when, you know, if the lawyers try to continue things, but this judge seems like she wants to scoot things right along. She's taken a whole week off for, you know, just evidence hearing and things of that nature. So I think she's not messing around. Murphy for the win. I think he might have been there the night before. I hope that Murphy solves this case. I don't think he had an accomplice. I think it was just him. I mean, if allegedly, you know, it was him. I don't know. I just think that two people would make more of a mess, more clumsy, more evidence behind. Oh, were they at a sorority party? Yeah, I just heard it online. I don't even know if it was like, you know, verified that they had that party. I just remember, and I was like, I don't think it was that many people, but it could have been, you know, a lot of people throughout the night. He has to know something about this house. I don't know if it's through Zillow or what, but that stair and that layout, it's just different. Funk's attorneys also argued that the court does not have the authority to summon a Nevada witness to Idaho for a preliminary hearing. Yeah, they're just trying to fight it. I wonder why. Like, maybe she's scared to come back out into the light because of everything that happened with Dylan, everything that's happening with Dylan. I don't know. Maybe we just gotta like put ourselves in her spot. Being 22 now? She was in the house where 4 people were brutally murdered. And she was there and she probably thinks in her head she should have been killed. Like, why the fuck wasn't I killed? Why am I here? She's probably just not thinking that she needs to do it for the greater good. Do you know what I mean? There's 4 people that need her to step up and do this. I think that she's just extremely young and extremely scared and she's probably terrified. I would be. I mean, I would be. I was when I had to do it. I hated every minute of it. Victim's impact statement, hated it. People say they love doing that. Not me. I was, Yeah, but if that was the case, the only thing I can think of is the knife sheath. She said, but what about if he was there just to witness a serial killer doing his job for his investigation project? And that's how he got so much info. Yeah, I mean, I would have been in a hole, Ashley. I know me, I would have been in a hole. That's just me, though. I hope that they, I don't know. I hope that they, if it's something small and they don't need her to come there, then just don't have her come. You know what I mean? Until she's needed. Like, but I mean, because they could go right into trial after this, right? Like, if he, like, I mean, look, they should be able to go like right into trial. So maybe, because they said this year they want her to stay for like the totality of when they, however long they need her. Oh yeah, Derek, I don't think he'll walk. Oh, maybe. Did they pull, I wonder if they pulled any, I don't remember, but, and a lot of it's redacted, but I wonder if they pulled any social media for her. Like any of her Tinder or any of like those kind of accounts. Yeah. Hey, Bamla. Yeah, her emotional health and well-being comes first. Yeah. She's going to be dealing with this for the rest of her life. I mean, I had a car accident. It was just a car accident. Like, I mean, it was extreme. Like, I mean, I'm lucky to be here because if the accident didn't kill me, he tried to. So, and we'll get into that story one day. But I have PTSD every day, and I even get like survivor's guilt, like in a way. So I can't imagine what these girls are feeling. And then to have your name out, like just imagine Dylan, just think of this. If really she really just didn't know, and she just opened the door, saw this guy with a mask. He frightened her a little bit, but maybe she closed the door. Maybe she wasn't a frozen shock face. She was like, "Oh my God, who is this guy?" And then he just walked by her and left, and she was just like, "Oh, he's just leaving," like whatever, you know. And then she went to sleep because I know when I was like college age, I didn't wake up before 12 o'clock. So I was thinking about that too. Like I was thinking, wow, yeah, like, if she was just sleeping like a regular sleep, I don't know if she was, but she might not have woken up till like late. I don't know how late you guys used to sleep in your 20s, but I know I used to sleep all afternoon. Oh, I don't know. On the Bryan's girls, let me see. Let's see. We're in the secret Reddit group. Bryan's girls. They got a new one. They've been sending him lots of money. They put Sleuthy on here. They put Sleuthy's information on here. Look. Oh my Lord. Okay, let me see what they got. I was just talking about the subpoena. What's this? I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. This is the stuff that we just read. Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay, well, this isn't nothing. Am I in the right? I'm not in the right group. Hold on. Like, wait a minute. There we go. Look, I never even get on here. Wait, why is it private? They took me off. I'm not in there anymore. Let me request. Hold on. Let me make sure everything's private on my thing still. It should be. Did they kick me out? Because we was in there. We were in there. I'm going to try to do it again. Do they know me? Wait. We'll see. I'll request again. They banned me. I know. They did. got to see. Oh, yeah, share, Summer. I want to hear. I wonder what my dogs are doing. They're jumping around. I think he did too. I think he knew the girl somehow. They banned me, yeah. Oh, Reddit banned the channel, Mindy? Damn. They got him. They got him. Well, I'm requesting access anyway. So yeah, so we saw, well, we did see a lot. We did see a lot. We have it on our lives. We've saw a lot. These women were sending him $25, $100. Like, it was insane. It was just incredible. Yeah, like this one girl sent him $100 and was like, because I had the extra money this payday. And you know damn well she did not have that extra money. No one has extra $100 to give to an inmate. Nobody. Even if you're rich, even if you're Trump, you ain't got no money to be given. You have no business doing that. You know, you have no business doing that. That's just my personal opinion, but. Oh, you just looked it up? Oh, man. Yeah, no, Brian's girls got rid of me. Let me see if there's, I don't think there's anything else on Twitter, but I'll check one more time. Cool. Okay, we've got Jennifer Coffendorfer freaking writing like there's no tomorrow. Let's see. Nope, just the same from earlier. So, yeah, I guess that's all I got for you guys. I just wanted to come on here. But, oh, wait, I didn't hear. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, no, Sleuthy's info, yeah, is she's everywhere. Did you say that? Did you say your thing about DM? I feel bad for Dylan, too. I feel bad for both of them. Yeah, they banned me. Assholes. I feel like I say that a lot. They banned me. They kicked me off. They hate me. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Hi, Silver Lover. Welcome. Welcome. I hope it's a parody page. Well, I'm really upset now that we can't have fun with it and look at it. Man, they really just took that down, didn't they? I still can't believe I have 3 AirPods here now, so that's just making me laugh. The trial date's June 26th at 9 a.m. We will all be here if it is if we're able to stream it. If we are not able to stream it, we will watch it at our respectable houses or on our computers with our headphones, and we will chat in this chat about it or something. We will figure that part out. But, you know, to where it's not streaming, but where we're still like in the chat and we can talk about it. We'll think of a way. Okay, yeah, I'll check my email. Let me minimize this really quick. Oh, you found it. Thanks, Avery. She found where they were. Oh my gosh. Reddit bans channel for fans of Idaho murder suspect Bryan Kohlberger. I guess there's like a news article. A disturbing, oh wow. Let's do a disturbing Reddit sub-channel run by fans of Idaho murder suspect Bryan Kohlberger has been banned for violating community guidelines. Just want to make this clear. I didn't violate any community guidelines. I never got on that site other than when I was with y'all. I actually didn't. I never did get on there. Actually, let me close some of these windows. I have like, geez, Tanya, I think you've got like 20 windows open. But, you know, that's how we roll around here. Thank you so much, Avery, for sending me that too. Let me get back to it. So it says, this one's the Bryan Nation one, but the one I was on was Bryan's girls. But we'll read this one too. The subreddit titled "Bryan Nation" was among the most prominent of several unsettling fan groups to emerge on social media following Mr. Kohlberger's arrest late last year. for the November 13th murders of University of Idaho students Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. The group grew to more than 500 members before it was recently banned from the platform for violating Reddit's moderator code of conduct. A notice declaring the ban does not specify what exactly it was put in place or what the specific violations were. In the aftermath of the murders, and Mr. Kohlberger's arrest 6 weeks later, true crime fans flocked to the online forums to fill an information gap left by authorities who first cited the integrity of the investigation as a reason they did not share details about the probe and now are banned from speaking about the case due to gag order. And I think this just talks about that case. Yeah, I'll read it. In addition to spreading misinformation and conspiracy theories, some of those online communities served as a space for fans to the accused murderer to openly talk about their attraction for him, including Bryan Nation. The description of the group stated that it was a subreddit for Bryan Kohlberger's girls. While posts are no longer visible on the site, they can still be seen on the Internet Archive site. The archive shows some of the members maintain that Mr. Kohlberger is innocent, while others voice their support for him even if he's guilty. Other post features overtly sexual comments as well as collage of his photos and fan fiction stories about him. Members also spoke about supporting Mr. Kohlberger in jail, with one posting a screenshot of a receipt after she added 50 to his commissary account as an early Valentine's gift for Bry. Remember that one when she called him Bry? About puked on the live, about got sick in my mouth when I heard that one. So yeah, that was Bryan Nation subreddit. So then they came out with a new subreddit, and it was called Bryan's Girls, but it was spelled with an I instead of a Y because they wanted it to be different so that they didn't get caught. And so I don't know. Yeah, how many thumbs up do we have, y'all? Everyone thumbs it up. It's free, it's nice to do, and it's free, and it's nice. And it makes me happy. I think we could do that. Well, I think that's all I got for you guys tonight. Did anybody do anything exciting today they want to talk about? Anybody? Ooh, I'm going to go do that. I'm going to try to do that little ring experiment. That's what I'm going to do right now. Just got to find my tripod. Got it. And then I will record it because we're crazy over here. This is a great community, Mindy. We have such a great community. You made homemade butter? Scorpelina, is there anything you don't do? Wow. Homemade butter. I bet it's great. I can't make homemade nothing. Ooh, speaking of which, I was going to make some boxed cupcakes in a box, you know. Oh, I didn't see it. Okay. Is it just the... Okay. I think DM heard the thump. Oh, I didn't see it. Okay. I think DM heard the thump, probably thought it was K&M playing with Murphy. Here's the crying from Xana. Probably thought she heard Ethan were arguing and didn't want to get involved. Yeah. And she said, continue. I know she told everyone to shut up, but there were people there all the time. She opened the door, saw BK, saw him leave. Maybe she put earbuds in because of all the noise while she was trying to sleep. Yeah. And I think maybe she just went to sleep. I think. You did? Oh, no. Oh, no. I did. I read it. Did I get it all? No, I like your theory. Where did I put mine? Because sometimes I gotta like read it because I like feel like I'll get messed up. Let me see. I think that Bryan, I think that he went through the front door, and I know that's not a popular opinion by anybody. It's nobody else's opinion but mine. Allegedly, entered through the front door. I think that he missed, like when he came up the stairs, I think that he missed Xana and Ethan because they were in her room eating the DoorDash at the time. And I think that Dylan was in her bedroom and he went straight up to the third floor. I also think that Kaylee might have been sleeping in her own bedroom that night with Murphy. I think that Kaylee heard something, got up and locked Murphy in the room, like behind her. And when she turned around from like shutting the door, that's when she saw Bryan or like a guy enter Maddie's room, and she knew that it wasn't Jack. So she was like, who is that? You know what I mean? And I think that's when she said, there's someone here. So like when she's shutting the door, I think that's when she said there's someone here. And I think that's when she followed him into the room, like into Maddie's room. And then that's when he, did what he did to them. And then I think that Bryan headed towards downstairs. And then he encounters Xana somewhere, like, in that space. She sees him, doesn't recognize him, maybe even made like a face to him or something, like tried to recognize him. That's when he says to her, it's okay, I'm here to help you. Because she's looking at him kind of confused in a way, like, who the hell are you? And then I think that he may have wounded her, like, right when they entered the room before going after Ethan. Maybe that's why, like, there's more defensive wounds on Xana, because she was just wounded for a minute. So maybe she could have got back up and fought. I think he realized that after he did all of that, I think that he forgot his knife sheath upstairs because he was done using his knife. So I think he was getting ready to like put it back in the sheath, was like, crap, I left it upstairs. And he was making his way back upstairs because I think he came in the front door. So I think he was making his way back upstairs, and that's when he encountered Dylan. And so he was going to either make like a quick exit out of the back, like, slider door. And maybe he turned back around and went downstairs, and that's why the door was open. Because we know, the back, or we know that the front door was left open. So, but that's kind of my theory as of right now. That's all. Oh yeah, and Frozen Shock does. And you'll do things that you never thought you would do. I mean, when I was in my shock phase, I went from numb to like, out laughing with people, like acting like nothing happened. I mean, people would have thought I was nuts. Like really, genuinely, truly. They would have been like telling you, like, people were like, what's wrong with you, It will mess you up. Oh, I've heard about the paratrooping. We heard about that in the beginning of the case. About them like, oh, it's crazy. But I am going to jump off of here. I think, going to do a live in the morning about Letitia. Because I'm sick of her. So sick of her. And I have a couple videos, just a couple, for her. And let me close some of these tabs out while we're talking. Because I got a ton. So many. Thank you guys all for being here tonight. I really genuinely appreciate you guys so much. Like, I was telling Vincent before I came on, I remember when I first started YouTube, it was like April 1st, 2020 or something like that. And then I didn't do it for 2 years, almost 3 years, because like I started working and stuff. And then I started in September, and I would do lives, or I don't even think they were lives. I think they were pre-records, but I acted like they were more of a live. I don't know. I'd have to go back and check them out. But I just like, I don't know. I didn't have like anybody on there, not one person. So when I come in the chat and you guys are already in here chatting it up, it makes me feel so good. It makes me feel really good. So I'm glad that you guys were all able to come and see me tonight. I really genuinely appreciate you guys. So don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to double check, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. You have that bell icon on, because sometimes it'll unsubscribe people. So I think I'm going to do a morning live tomorrow. So make sure if you're around, be here for it. Love you guys so much, and I will see you guys all in the morning. Bye, guys.